What's up, everyone? Today we've got another cool pedal demo coming at you. This one is the JHS Bender. Hopefully you can get it all in there. Pretty cool looking pedal, kind of old school looking. You know I love my top mounted jacks. This one also has top mounted knobs. Not super huge fan of that just because on the fly it's kind of tough to see where everything is, where these little indicators are on the knob. That's a little odd to me. I don't know, but it's probably a pedal that you're going to be in the more set it and forget it kind of mode. But from what I understand, this is sort of JHS's clone of a tone bender, as the name would imply, with the bender. And to me, I've been playing around on this, already before the demo and everything, as I always do. To me, it sounds basically like a rat. That's not a bad thing. I like rats. I think rats sound great, but these are 4 times the price, which is a little absurd to me. But obviously, tons of people out there love this pedal, and I don't blame them or anything. Everybody's got their own tone. Even if it's not for me, that doesn't matter, or doesn't mean it's not a great pedal. One cool thing that this does have, if you see the little mode button there, red button on the side, is a mid boost. So it's got a built-in functionality there that the Rat doesn't have. You probably notice also this model is, it's seen some work, some battle damage. I don't know who put whatever on the back of this, but it did a number to the back of the enclosure. Obviously, it doesn't affect the playability of it at all, but I was able to pick up this unit very, 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 very cheaply. These retail in like the $175 to $200 range. I grabbed this one for $50 because it has so much cosmetic damage going on it. It's a little dirty too, but I'll clean that up. That doesn't matter. But we're going to test it out, play around with it, and see what we think. Like I said, I already kind of gave you my thoughts. It feels very similar to a Rat to me. As always with our pedal demos, we start with everything at the straight up and down position, which again, these top mounted knobs, it's kind of weird that it's just hard to see where exactly that is. I think if I could make a recommendation to the fine folks at JHS or just to Josh, a line all the way down that knob would be just killer. Because if it's on your board and you're looking at it from this perspective, it's real hard to see. There's a tiny little white dot there. That's it. That's all you got really to go with. And a whole line on there, I don't know. But let's get to it. But first, we'll show you the guitar we're playing, because I don't think I featured this one on a video before. One of my all-time favorite guitars. There's the white. This is an Ormsby GTR, which is a very, very cool guitar. 6-string, fan fret, multi-scale. Say a word about these pickups. These are the heaviest stock pickups from any company, any brand that I've ever played. The Legator stock pickups, I love those. I love my 3 Legator guitars. They all have stock pickups. They're great, they're heavy. But these are behemoths. They're just monster pickups. Even this single coil at the front on the neck position, I don't know if they intended a single coil to be that heavy, but it's brutal. This also has the coil tap, which is really cool. If you put it in the middle position and tap it, so you're on single coil, this thing sounds just like a classic Strat, which is really cool. But that's not what we're doing with it today on the Bender. We're gonna play it in bridge position, both knobs here just cranked out. And a very cool thing about this guitar that I love is this is a first run Ormsby, which is pretty cool. So those are hard to find. So Lambo orange, love that color. Just a sharp as hell guitar. Got our sweet ass aliens and UFOs, and I think there's like a Sasquatch in there too, but very cool strap from Rev Guitar Straps on Etsy. Shout out to them. Always love them. Not a sponsored video or anything, but I don't know, they're a cool brand. But we're going to plug this up. So we'll have Ormsby, the JHS Bender, and we'll see what kind of cool tones we can get out of it. So you've got kind of counterintuitive to me on the direction of these dials. I would think that pushing this direction would increase, but that's just not how it works. So you can hear just on that basic, everything at 12 o'clock position, more or less. It's a very rat-like pedal to me. It's a good distortion. I like that sound. There's a reason the rat is iconic, and that's just what it sounds like to me. One of the things that people talk about online with this pedal is the ability to roll it back and get more bluesy, jazzy kind of tones out of it. So let's give that a little bit of a shot. So we start. So we'll roll back everything a bit. Not bad. I kind of like those bluesy tones. Let's keep the attack real low and push the tone real high and just see what it sounds like. Honestly, to me, that sounds like my favorite rat setting, which was one of the knobs. I think it's called like filter or something. I don't have a rat in front of me. But the filter knob, like all the way off, and the others maxed out. I thought it sounded really raw. I kind of liked it. Get all sorts of kind of gnarly metal tones out of that. So let's roll the tone back and the attack up. Not a huge fan of that. Kind of sounds like it's underwater a little bit to me, but let's roll tone and attack up. Really sounds like a heavy, heavy fuzz at that point. So tone and attack rolled up. We'll even push the volume a little bit. Real heavy, like brutal fuzz amounts, and you can't really see it, but we'll right on this side, we're going to turn that mid boost on. We'll keep the rest pretty cranked. Not bad. I like that. That's heavy. That's real heavy. So one of the big draws of this pedal, from what I understand, is the ability to roll everything back and kind of go from that nice soft real soft, kind of very chill, mellow fuzz sound, and just push it into pure brutality with that mid boost. All sorts of cool stuff you can do with it, which is pretty nice. Speaking of which, it is attached to my full board right now, just as the input. I'll drop that mid boost off. We don't need it quite that much. And we're going to put a little bit of reverb and delay on it and see what we've got. Not bad. Takes that pretty well. That's the Noisemaker Borealis. You might have seen that in another one of my videos. So overall, not a bad pedal. Kind of a cool little fuzz combo. And you know I like fuzz pedals. Fuzz pedals are the best. And really does go from that full-on wall of sound when it's all tapped out, all maxed, all the way back to kind of a warm, smooth, creamy jazz type of tone. And that is pretty cool. That's pretty versatile. Is it worth the nearly $200 price tag that you're gonna find on these things? In my opinion, no. I would not pay that much money for this pedal. Also because the art on the front is what art? There isn't any, and it's just a sticker on this enclosure, which to me, I don't know, I just don't like it. Not my style. One of the first pedals I've ever done, it might be the first pedal I've ever done that I would not recommend buying. And again, that is my personal preference. I know there are a ton of people out there that love JHS and a ton of people out there that are gonna love the Bender pedal. It's a successful pedal, don't take my word for it, but that's just how I feel. So always give you the honest truth. Nobody's paying me for my opinions. Not yet. JHS wants to send me some pedals, maybe I'll like them more. But that's it. It to me feels like a revamped, modern-ish, modulated, a little bit better, a little bit more powerful Rat in a less convenient enclosure and with no art on the pedal. And for $200, I don't know, I want something. Give me some kind of art on there, right? But let me know what you think, and let me know if I'm stupid and super wrong, which I'm sure plenty of people will be ready to tell me that every day. So we'll see you at the next one.